So welcome everyone. This is session 3 of Jungsando's 7-week meditation course. We hope y'all are enjoying the practice so far. So last week we meditated with mantras and discussed the benefits of mantra meditation. In particular, excuse the fire truck. Um, so last week we meditated with mantras and discussed the benefits of mantra meditation. In particular, the Shichun Juju and the Teochew mantras. Today, we will discuss the circulation of energy in our body. Everything in the universe requires circulation to function and survive. Much like blood in our veins and arteries, energy also travels through vessels in our body and requires proper circulation to maintain physical, emotional, and psychological health. There are 8 main types of energy vessels in our body. We will focus on 3, which can be cleared and purified through meditation. In the next session, we will discuss each vessel in greater detail and learn how to unblock these vessels. Today, we will start our practice by reviewing session 1, in which we learned about breathing, true breathing. We will then learn the fire descending, water ascending technique using 2 cosmic sounds, Om and Hum, and explore one meridian vessel in particular, the penetrating vessel, which runs through the middle of our body, as you can see in this diagram. So the penetrating vessel runs from the crown chakra all the way down to the perineum. And the perineum is the lowest point on your body while seated, and it's located between your anus and your genitalia. The water ascending, fire descending technique is an ancient practice used by sages in the East to bring about longevity, good health, and enlightenment. Before we go into this meditation method, we must understand the function of yin and yang. Everything in this world comprises yin and yang, which exist as complementary pairs, constantly circulating. Neither yin nor yang can stand alone in a constant state. If it did, the world would not exist as we know it. Men and women, night and day, life and death, everything is dual-sided and complementary, maintaining balance and order. In humans, the water and fire energies represent yin and yang inside the body. Fire energy resides in the upper tanjan, as you can see in this diagram, which is balanced by water energy in our lower tanjan. Heat naturally rises, so we harbor fire energy in our heads. Similarly, as water succumbs to gravity, water energy resides in our lower tanjan and will remain there. But if we follow this natural course, we will also be led towards progressive decay through the cycle of birth, growth, sickness, and death. However, through meditation, we can reverse the course of aging to promote better health and longevity. Much like the cycle of night and day, which sustains life on Earth, our bodies need fire and water energies to circulate to maintain long life and health. This is why we must bring fire down to the lower tanjan and water up to the upper tanjan and circulate them. So now, before we start the meditation, let's sit comfortably on the floor or any flat surface, including a chair, with your back straight by pushing your pelvis slightly forward. Your shoulders should be relaxed and your back should not strain. A straight back is essential in aiding the circulation of energy and your breath and improving your concentration. Also, align your perineum with the 0 coordinates on the floor's imaginary X and Y axes, as pictured on the screen. The perineum is an energy portal located at the lowest point, once again, in your body while seated between your anus and your genitalia. Placing yourself on the 0 coordinates of this imaginary axis is to help you visualize that you're sitting at the center of the universe, or the beginning where it all started. In the world of Tao, our thoughts have great power. What we imagine becomes real, and our thoughts can shape our world. So when we position ourselves on the 0 coordinates of the axes in our minds, we place our spiritual selves at the center of the universe, where the energy is densely concentrated. So we're going to start with a couple of deep breaths. And as we do so, recall what we've learned in session 1, true breathing. We typically breathe in and out through our lungs, but through true breathing, we're also inhaling energy, cosmic light and energy. The pathway of light that allows cosmic energy to flow within one's body is located at the top of the head, once again, the upper tanjan, the middle of the chest, which is called the middle tanjan, and the lower abdomen, which is the lower tanjan. One must breathe in and out deeply from the lower abdomen and find the boundless sea of light from the cosmos to reconnect with the universe. Taking deeper breaths will allow us to breathe through every cell in our body. And as you let out a deep breath, imagine energy traveling down from the energy portal in the crown chakra of your head to the perineum through the penetrating vessel. And as you do so, release all the negative energies you have harbored in your body. So the penetrating vessel, just to kind of give you a basis point, runs from the crown chakra all the way down to the perineum, and it cuts through the center of your body. And while we're meditating and as we breathe in and out, we're going to bring awareness to that vessel. And just imagine a channel that runs through that path, along that path. And as you breathe in, and this is session 1, so as you breathe in, you're going to start in your lower tanjan, and you're going to carry that breath up to the crown chakra along the penetrating vessel. And as you breathe out, you're going to start at the crown chakra. So when you bring awareness to that area in your body, you're going to feel the energy. The energy will follow. So your thoughts precede energy. So bring your breath and the energy and your awareness down along the penetrating vessel, down to your perineum. That will be the exercise. As you breathe in and out, you're going to try to lengthen your breath. So we're no longer breathing through our chests. Your breath is not going to stop in your lungs. You're going to carry that breath and energy all the way down to the perineum, the lowest point in your body while seated. And then you're going to bring it all the way back up to the tip of your head, through the penetrating vessel. And you're going to try to, as you bring awareness to it, you're going to try to feel that breath and that energy travel down the penetrating vessel. And as we explained in session 1, as you're going through, or as you're working on your breath through this breathing technique, you're going to feel some tension. You're going to feel some resistance along that path, the penetrating vessel. And that's what we call or identify as energy blockages. And we have a whole session coming up that's dedicated to purifying those energy vessels, or unblocking or unclogging those energy vessels for a more fulfilling meditative practice. So for the breathing exercise, so for about 6 minutes, we're going to follow along with this video. And let me make sure. Let's see. There you go. Okay, so there we go. So in the beginning, she'll start with a quick explanation of the breathing technique, and we're just going to do this for about 6 minutes.
Close your eyes gently with a peaceful mind as you sit upright. To prevent the arising, close your eyes gently with a peaceful mind as you sit upright. Straighten your lower back to prevent the arising of impure thoughts. In your mind, draw the original cross of the cosmos and visualize a big circle around the cross. Align your perineum to the center of the cross. The moment your perineum gets perfectly aligned with the center, you dive into the vast ocean of creation transformation of the Muguk and become one with the entire universe. Empty your mind of thought and feel your breath as you breathe in and out gently in serenity. Focus on your lower dantian and bring your breath in deeper and deeper, slowly. Now, slowly and gently breathe out. As you breathe out, hold the thought of letting go of any and all dark energy out of your body, along with your stress, fatigue, anxiety, your grudges, and anger. Now slowly and gently breathe in. Open wide your lower dantian with your thoughts as you inhale the energy of light and life of cosmic creation transformation. We'll take a moment to focus on breathing.
So that was the guidance, and then now we're going to start breathing with music. So when you breathe in, remember to open the lower dantian and imagine that you're letting in cosmic life and light energy. Fill your body with this energy as you raise your energy again to your crown chakra, so your energy and your breath to your crown chakra. As you breathe in, you can also deliberately push out your lower belly to expand your diaphragm, and this allows for a deeper breath. And when you breathe out, bring your energy down to your lower dantian and breathe in pulling your energy down to your lower dantian as you breathe out. And again, releasing and letting go of all the stresses and trauma that you may be harboring in your body. Okay, so now I'm going to turn the video back on. And so start by bringing the focus to your lower dantian. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, shoulders relaxed, back straight, and focus on the lower dantian. And we're going to start with a deep breath in as you expand the lower belly slightly. And you're going to carry that breath along the penetrating vessel until it reaches the crown chakra. And then you're going to hold for a few seconds there before you breathe out. And then as you breathe out, you're going to carry that energy and that breath back down along the penetrating vessel to your lower dantian. And we're going to repeat that until the end of this meditation. Okay, so that was the warm-up. So next we're going to learn a new technique. It's called the fire descending, water ascending technique. Then this helps to circulate consciously circulate the fire and water energies in our body. So, so we're going to try it in this session a few times, but don't worry if you don't get it, because this really takes a lot of time to master. So we will come back to it. We'll keep coming back to it in later sessions. So don't stress about that. So I mentioned that we're going to consciously circulate the fire and water energies with our breath. So with our eyes closed, the fire and water energies will appear as either the sun or the moon, or as the phoenix and the dragon. So the phoenix represents fire, the dragon represents water. And similarly, the sun represents fire and the moon will represent water. So in your mind, so if you want to picture the sun and the moon in the upper and the lower tanjan, you can picture a ball of light. And just imagine that the ball of light that resides in the lower tanjan is the moon as it travels up along the penetrating vessel, and the ball of light in your upper tanjan is the sun as it travels down. And we're going to follow along with the video, so you'll be able to see exactly how it's done. So, and you can decide whichever feels right for you. Some people like to imagine the dragon moving up along the penetrating vessel, and the phoenix moving down the penetrating vessel. The fire energy resides in the upper tanjan once again, and the water energy resides in the lower tanjan. And we will slowly circulate these energies along the penetrating vessel with our breath. So slowly inhale and exhale while calming your inner self, and bring awareness to your lower and upper tanjan, and try to imagine the cooling energy of water in your lower tanjan and the warming energy of fire in your upper tanjan before you start meditating. And as you bring those energies up and down, try to imagine those, try to feel that energy along that energy path. And we're also going to use the sacred sounds Om and Hum in this meditation. So as you breathe in and bring the water energy up from the lower tanjan to your upper tanjan or the crown chakra, you'll chant Hum in your mind. And as you breathe out, bringing the fire energy down from the upper tanjan to the lower tanjan, you'll softly chant Om. And as you do so, our body's water and fire energy will circulate. The water energy rises upward, cooling the head, while the fire energy descends, warming the lower abdomen. And you should try to feel those energies in those parts of your body. So let's proceed with the meditation using the sounds Om and Hum, and she will guide you by repeating some of what I've already said.
Next, we'll do the mantra meditation to fill the inside of your body with the light of creation transformation of the cosmic Yulryo by using the sacred sounds Om and Hum. These sounds help accumulate the Yulryo of the grand universe in our body. When we meditate using the Om and Hum sounds, the energy of infinite light of the universe will fill up your body, and the energy of fire and water will begin to circulate again and again to create the ultimate earth energy. Creating the ultimate earth energy will lead to stronger immune system, healthier life, and confidence. During this process, your self-healing will occur. Your breath and energy of light will travel together through the penetrating vessel, which is in the center of your body. They will go up and down between the crown chakra and the perineum. As you exhale, chant the sound Om in your mind while bringing the fire energy of the upper danjan all the way down through the penetrating vessel to the lower danjan. Now, let the light of Om explode to be embedded within your lower danjan. Next, inhale deeply as you chant Hum in your mind, Bring the energy from the perineum to the crown chakra through the penetrating vessel. When the water energy from the lower donjon travels up to the head with your breath, explode the light of Hum to be embedded within your upper donjon. We'll do meditation to circulate the water and fire energy using Om and Hum sounds.
So Hum is inhale and Om is exhale. And when you inhale, you're bringing the energy up. And when you exhale, you're bringing the energy down. Okay, so this technique is called again the ascending water energy, descending fire energy technique, or in short, ascending water, descending fire energy. Um, so human life is born again through the exchange of these two energies, water and fire. When the energies circulate inside you, you feel at all times the pillar of energy along the penetrating vessel. And just to um, repeat what was mentioned earlier, again, everything in this world is comprised of yin and yang. There is a balance that's achieved through these two contrasting energies, contrasting and complementary energies. Yin and yang is represented in our bodies, in the human body, as fire and water. And by circulating the fire and water energies in our body, we can prolong life, and we can be healthier, um, physically, emotionally, and psychologically. And in the video, they also mentioned earth energy, and you're probably wondering what earth energy is. That's going to require an entire session to explain, but it's actually a very important concept, and you need to understand that concept in order to understand uh, the dynamic, or to understand this dynamic and this occurrence in your body through this breathing method. So we may start those classes next year. So if you're interested, please let us know. And and again, this technique is quite challenging in the sense that, especially if you're starting out, there's a lot to think about at once. But it will take time to master. But at the same time, with practice, um, nothing is impossible. So, what I would suggest is this session is being recorded, so feel free to log into YouTube, and find this video to practice this at home as many times as you need to, because uh, with meditation, it's about incorporating it into your daily practice, because, and our grandmaster always says, we wake up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we take a shower, much like that. We shout. It's a routine. It's a morning ritual where we clean our physical body, but we also need a ritual where we're cleaning and purifying our spiritual body, and that's meditation. Um, so I don't know if we have time for 5 more minutes of this meditation. Let me see. Maybe let's do it for 5 more minutes. And then again, using the sounds om and hum. So I always like to start with, um, with an inhale. So we would focus, bring our attention to the lower tanjan. And as we inhale through our nose, we're going to uh, slightly push out our lower belly. And again, that helps to expand our diaphragm for a deeper breath. So it actually helps you to pull that energy and that breath down to your lower tanjan by expanding your lower belly. So with an inhale, you inhale with whom, but because it's difficult to chant whom as you're inhaling, just try to do it in your mind. And as you exhale, keep that awareness in your lower belly, and you're going to move that energy and that breath up to your upper tanjan, or your crown chakra, all the way to the crown chakra. So it's tip to tip, with om. So with your oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So it's the other way around. So with an inhale, you're bringing that energy up to the crown chakra with whom, and with the exhale, you're bringing it back down to your lower tanjan with om. So again, whom, you're inhaling and bringing the energy up, and with om, you're exhaling and bringing the energy down. And here I can pull this up. So this shows you in this diagram That again, with whom you're bringing the energy and the breath up and you're inhaling, and with Om you're exhaling, you're bringing the fire energy down from your upper tanjan to your lower tanjan. Using this diagram as a guide, I'm going to play the audio so we can do it for, we're going to do the Om Hum meditation for five more minutes. Okay, so so again, our bodies contain water and fire energies, and if you circulate them well, you can become healthier and even sustain your youth. And if you continue the practice, you will also experience enlightenment, which is the ultimate objective of this practice. In the next session, we will discuss energy in greater detail and learn about the specific channels or vessels that carry it. Thank you again for meditating with us today. See you next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And remember to leave us your thoughts on the YouTube channel in the comments section below, because all of that helps. So we're going to stop the recording now so that we can move over to the discussion session.